The Albany Empire compete in the 2022 National Arena League Championship at 7 o'clock inside the MVP Arena. See, that almost slipped right there. Inside the MVP Arena against the Carolina Cobras. I almost slipped because this guy's done it all. The Times Union MVP Arena has been a long time part of the Albany Empire franchise. He is Brandon Sesay. Sesay, let's get into the semifinal matchup first. Jacksonville,
Yeah.
what a great game it was, back and forth. Take us through why your defense had so much success, especially that final fourth quarter, slowing down the Sharks and putting you guys in the championship.
First of all, hats off to those guys. They came out, definitely shooting, and it was a dogfight for sure. We knew we were going in that they were going to come compete. I mean, it's the playoffs, and we're just one of those teams that bend but don't break. So we just stay focused at the task at hand and stay together. So and it worked out well. It worked out well, man.
Individually, you got the breakthrough sack for you right in a playoff game. How'd that moment feel for you?
Oh, that felt really great. Just all the hard work you put in through the year and being able to show up in those moments and to support your teammates who are out there working hard. I mean, those guys bust tails. So just to be able to contribute, man, it felt great. Felt great.
I've had an opportunity to talk to some of your teammates in those practices, Coach Manas, Coach Ware, that whole staff.
Yeah.
Is it feeling different in the playoffs when you're prepping for these bigger games? How have the practices been leading up to the championship game on Saturday?
You know what? It's more paying attention to detail and just understanding how detrimental every play and every situation is, and it's really like getting back into our bag, if you will, of just going back to the basics. And that's just with technique and just, make sure that we're in shape and doing the little things. So that's what we're basically focusing on.
For you, let's kind of compare these championship squads you've been a part of. In 2019, Albany Empire compete for 2021, 2022. For those people who don't know your history, kind of take us through like how different it's been now for title game number 3 for you.
First off, it's man, I just want to thank God. It's just been a super blessing to be able to be a part of such a great deal. But speaking on that, I mean, the similarities I would say is just the camaraderie and the brotherhood that's been built throughout the season, even with training camp and just before that, just having those meetings and just understanding, what we're trying to do and everybody buying in. So that's just so beautiful to see and understanding that, these young men just absolutely have dialed in. We get away from our families and friends and loved ones and just to come together to do something special and just to be here doing it all over again is just, man, I'm just living a dream, Tom. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow, So kudos to my teammates on all those teams. They bust their tails, dedication, hard work always, and I'm just enjoying the ride, man. Just enjoying the ride, man.
Do you feel like you're a different football player from 2018, way back when Albany fans saw you for the first time, to where you stand now in 2022 competing for another one this weekend?
Absolutely, man. I mean, I would just say that in general, we all grow. As people, we all grow and we all, transition and move forward, and you see yourself, doing different things and becoming who you're supposed to be, And then I'm just so blessed to be able and fortunate to have an opportunity to be able to stay with the organization as long as I've had and played at a high level. I'm just so grateful, man. I mean, Anne Arundels in itself has been so great to me, man. It's like a home from home for me. And what better way to seal it up and win another one, man,
Let's talk about this Carolina Cobra team. You guys have had some epic battles this season, truly some of the best games throughout the season.
Right.
When you're scouting out this offense, what stands out to Carolina to you?
Them being consistent on what they do, those are great athletes over there. They have it together over there, if you will. I mean, they're very successful, and that's one of those things about me, Tom, is that I respect everyone, fear no one. One of those things. So I have to sit here, and, I can't be too high, too low about it. I just have to look at it for what it is. And like I said, those 3 losses, if you will, I hate calling them losses. I call them learning lessons. That we experienced, definitely took those points and worked on those things. And it's just the little things, and that's what makes champions, if you ask me. It's just working on the little things, staying humble, and just keep chopping at the wood, if you will.
Let's go back to that. Let's go back to that learning lesson because you've met so many young football fans, young Albany Empire fans, whether it's that Pop Warner level or all different types of football, and flag football, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
That is such an important lesson. Let's talk about that a little bit more. That why do you call those learning lessons instead of losses?
I mean, I guess it's the way I was brought up, man. I'm such a competitor, and taking a loss, if you will, it just tore me up. And my late grandfather always told me, "Hey, listen, son, it's not about that. It's about learning. Like, what can we do to be better so it never happens again?" And when you look back at it, it's just one of those little things, and it's like the mental, and not necessarily your physicality and what you can bring as an athlete. It's just all those things have to be in the same, rotation and have the same perspective of what you're trying to do. So, just learning from that and building on it as well. So we've been working together and we gelling up and we're getting tight. It's like a big old family. I tell you what, Tom, and that's what I love about it too. It's a big old family. Everybody knows what's at stake, but at the same time, there's no kind of like panic mode or not believing in one another. We actually work even harder knowing that the guy next to me, he's busting his tail.
Take us into the locker room. What's that vibe going to be like on that Saturday evening before you guys take the field? You've done it a few times as we've talked about, but you in particular, is it music? Is it something different? Take us into the mind of Brandon Sesay before the big game on Saturday inside that locker room.
Well, definitely get a call from mom, and she's pretty fired up. So we get that early in the morning around. But more so, Tom, I'm just it's always like the quiet before the storm kind of deal. Just being laser focused, always in my film. So I'm watching film and I'm getting it together. And very mellow at times, before all the chaos, if you will. So yeah, I'm just so like just sitting there, just taking it. Kind of do mental reps in my head and kind of envision myself already making those plays. Sometimes I just one of those things I tell the younger guys is envision yourself making those big plays. And I'm telling you something about it I believe in. It happens all the time. So I just say, hey, man, just think it through. Take your time, one play at a time, one series at a time. Don't look forward. Just live in the moment. Enjoy it all. Look around. See the people, hollering and screaming and just, enjoying the moment that, it's seldom when you can get there. So
you guys enjoying the moment, your teammates, your coaching staff, and I loved ending these interviews, these conversations with you guys and your teammates and the franchise with giving that opportunity for the Capital Region to find out about the Albany Empire, because some people know about it. Some people every summer they come into the market for the first time. They're like, what's this all about? So for those people who haven't had an opportunity yet, tell them why they got to come out Saturday night to watch the Albany Empire, the NAL championship.
Wow. Yeah. Well, here's the deal. And this is why I fell in love with arena football, period. It's way more family oriented. It's so exciting. I mean, you got scores here and there. You got stops going on. So much going on, with all the giveaways and everything that comes with it. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Get your hands, touching hands and high-fiving the fans. This is one of those beautiful things. And I think that's what football is actually missing is that, interaction kind of deal. And that's what I love about it, man. I mean, especially with our fans. I don't even call them fans. I call them family members because been here so long. I've known they watch me grow and I've seen everybody grow. I've seen little toddlers now. They're getting ready for elementary school. And I'm like, wow. And then elementary school kids, they're going to middle school. It's just a beautiful thing. And it's just those lifelong relationships that I always will remember, always have. And that's priceless to me. So that's what's so beautiful about it. So I love it, man.
It's come full circle because you and I had a conversation in the preseason talking about where this team could be at the end of the year. And sure enough, months later, here we are in mid-August, your teammates competing for a championship again. The legacy of Brandon Sesay as an individual, the opportunity to have a third ring is incredible. I know you're focused on doing what's best for the team for Saturday.
Always.
Thank you so much for doing this, man, especially for championship week. Albany's always got love for Brandon Sesay. Best of luck on Saturday, man.
Thank you so much, man. Hey, appreciate what you do, man. You're awesome. And kudos to you, man, doing what you do for us. And really appreciate you, man. Love you.
Love you too, man.